Hi, good morning. On today's session, we're going to discuss about iceberg tables catalog, and then we're going to see a demo how to create a iceberg table using Snowflake as a catalog. Okay, in the last session, we have discussed what is meant by iceberg tables. It supports various properties, acid transactions, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. Okay. In a simple words, I can say iceberg table uses a Apache iceberg open table format. Okay, mostly they will use these tables only on the data lakes. In order to improve the query performance, data retrieval very faster, you can use iceberg tables. Okay, it supports ACID transactions. You can able to update, delete, insert, everything can perform in the database. Okay, and then it has schema evolution and hidden partitioning. Automatically it will partition the data. Okay, no manual partition will take place. As per the data, it will choose a corresponding column and do the automatic partitioning. Okay, and then we can have the table snapshot as well. We have discussed all things in the previous session. Now our major focus is how to use a catalog, how to use the iceberg tables catalog. Okay, in a simple nutshell, I can say iceberg tables mostly used on where you can use only on data lakes. If you are build some data lakes, if you have any structured data, then you can able to create a table, iceberg tables, and then you can able to read the data from S3 bucket, or it can be GCS, or it can be Azure. Okay, if you are using data lakes, then you can use iceberg tables. It gives a good performance to read those data through tables. Now, that will be coming here, iceberg catalogs. What this catalog will do, right? Okay, it's going to manage all the iceberg tables. Satish, in the iceberg catalog, we're going to have all those iceberg tables information. What this iceberg catalog will do, right? It's going to enable your compute engine. Compute engine means your warehouse. Okay, yeah, you have different warehouse, right? It's going to enable your compute engine. Okay, and then what the catalog will do, right? It will have all the informations. Okay, where the file got stored, and then how many records we have. Entire informations will be available in the iceberg catalog. Okay, what will do? It will enable the warehouse, and then you used to load the iceberg tables. Okay, and then iceberg tables already said, right? It's going to have the metadata pointer for one or more iceberg tables. For example, you going to keep the data in which area? In which area are you going to keep the data? Sandamal, in which place is going to keep the data? In which place is going to keep the data?
The data lake, sir.
Data lakes. It can be S3 bucket or GCS, or it can be Azure blob storage. Okay. Now what happens, right? What are the files? And then how many records the file contains? All kind of metadata informations will be put in the catalog. Okay. What happens, right? This catalog will store the current metadata pointer for one or more iceberg tables. You may have a question. For one table, can I have one catalog? No. Even though you have 250 tables, one catalog is sufficient. 300 tables, iceberg tables, one catalog is sufficient. You can have one table with one catalog, or multiple tables with one catalog also you can have. Okay, what the catalog contains? It stores all the current metadata pointer. Pointer means where the file is located, and then how many files it contains. All kind of metadata information will be put in the catalog. That is called iceberg catalog. Okay, now you will have a question. you saying about metadata pointer, right? Metadata pointer, what will do, right? It will maps the table name to location of the table current metadata file. What this metadata pointer will do, the table you will create in a Snowflake. Where will create a table? You will create a table in Snowflake, but the data is sitting in the data lake. It will maps the table and the table current metadata file means where the data is located in your data lake. All kind of mappings will do. What kind of mappings? Where the table is located, where your data file is located, how many files we have in the data lake, all kind of mappings will have in the, which one? Satish. Will be metadata
Pointer.
Metadata pointer. Now, if someone asks a question to you, what is metadata pointer means, you have to say the metadata pointer is going to map the table. I'm going to create a table in Snowflake. That table, and then what are the data you have placed in data lake? It's going to map your table and data location. That's what the saying is, location of table current metadata file. And then how many files we have in the data lake, all kind of mappings will happen. Okay, that is called metadata pointer. This metadata pointer will be put in the Iceberg catalog. Now, if someone asks a question to you, in a single catalog, how many tables you can create? Iceberg tables. In a single catalog, how many Iceberg tables you can able to create?
A number of tables.
Yeah, one or more Iceberg tables you can create. Okay. Now, if someone asks what is metadata pointer, you have to say metadata pointer is going to map a table name to the location of the table current metadata file, where the file is located and where the table is located is going to do the mapping. And then second pointer is you can do atomic operations. Atomic means you can do inserts, updates, deletes, and then you can able to update your metadata pointer. Update your metadata pointer. How the metadata pointer will update, right? Today, 2 files came to the data lake. Tomorrow, 10 files might become. Now, what will happen to metadata pointer? It has to keep on. Update the values. Today, 2 files came in data lake. Sujita Priya, tomorrow, 10 files going to come in the data lake. Automatically, your metadata point has to get your metadata pointer has to get updated. Did you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Today 2 files came. Metadata pointer is going to map the table name as well as how many data files we have. Tomorrow 20 files going to come. Suddenly your current metadata pointer has to get updated for the table. That's what the 2 point is saying is. This is how it's catalog. Catalog is nothing but it's going to enable your warehouse to manage and load the Iceberg table. That's it. Okay, it's going to keep all the metadata pointer information, where the table is located, where the data is located, and then how many files that table contains, and how many rows it contains. All kind of information you can get from this catalog, because the catalog contains the metadata pointer. Okay, good. Now, directly we will come here. Snowflake supports different catalog options. This thing you have to keep in mind. Snowflake supports different catalog options. Okay. Today, we're going to see Snowflake as the Iceberg catalog. This is the first one we're going to see today. Snowflake as the Iceberg catalog. Now, what I'm going to use is, I'm going to use Snowflake as the Iceberg catalog. Now, my Snowflake, which is going to have all the current metadata pointer, where the table is located, where my file is located. It's going to keep all the informations. That's the we're going to see the demo today. And then one more catalog also available. Okay. Now, if you want to connect Snowflake to external Iceberg catalog, if you are keeping the catalog in some external location, guys, I'm keep on saying to you, if you are catalog in some external location, okay, then what you can do is you can go for one catalog integration. Satish, I'm saying to you, if you are using Snowflake as the iceberg catalog, Snowflake is going to manage all the information, where the table is created, when it's created, what are the files we have. Everything will be done by the Snowflake as the iceberg catalog. And one more thing is, if your catalog is in external location, then you need catalog integration. I'm saying to you, if your catalog is in some external location means it can be S3 or it can be GCS, it can be Azure, then what we need?
Catalog
Integration. This catalog integration, what we'll do, right? We'll connect your Snowflake to an external iceberg catalog. I'm going to repeat twice or thrice. This point is very, very important. In today's session, what are you going to see? We're going to use Snowflake as the iceberg catalog. Today's session, you're going to see. Tomorrow, what we're going to see is, I'm going to keep my catalog in an external location in S3 bucket. I need what I need?
catalog integration.
Catalog integration. Because this catalog integration, what it will do, right? It will connect your Snowflake to an external iceberg catalog, because I kept my catalog in an external location. It will want to connect to a Snowflake with external iceberg catalog. For that, we need catalog integration. Now, I want to discuss about catalog integration right now. Catalog integration is one of the named object. Okay, it's one of the named object. It has having some name, and then what happens, right? It stores information about your table metadata. Now, Sujita, I have confusion. What is my catalog integration? Okay, it's like similar, like it's on a named object, and then it's going to store the information how your table metadata is organized. Okay, how many files, how many record counts, what the schema, everything this catalog integration will have. Okay, now catalog integration will have. Now, if you are keeping your catalog integration outside of the Snowflake, it can be S3 bucket, then what you have to do, you have to use a catalog integration. Now, if you are keeping some external location, the external location means that it's entirely managed by AWS Glue. We're going to see tomorrow, because I'm using the catalog as external catalog. I'm going to use one service called AWS Glue. This AWS Glue will maintain all my catalog informations. Okay, through this catalog, it contains all the catalog informations. Now, what I will do, right? Through catalog integration, I will connect my Snowflake with an external iceberg catalog. This is on my external iceberg catalog. It's called AWS Glue. Now, we'll see tomorrow session. We'll see in tomorrow. Now, we're going to focus today is Snowflake as the iceberg catalog. Tomorrow, we're going to see catalog integration. That too, going to use external catalog. The external catalog is maintained by
AWS Glue.
Okay. Now, Snowflake is going to have the iceberg catalog. Now, if anyone asks what catalog you use, I used a Snowflake as the iceberg catalog. Good. Now, straight away, we'll go for demo session, guys. Step one, what you have to do, right? First, you have to create one bucket. Create one bucket. Just go to S3. Guys, in the demo, what we're going to see is we're going to create one iceberg tables. What's the catalog name? Sujita, please, anybody? What's the catalog I'm going to use today?
Snowflake as iceberg catalog.
Yeah, Snowflake as an iceberg catalog. I'm going to take the Snowflake as iceberg catalog. Okay. If anyone asks what is the iceberg catalog you use, I use Snowflake iceberg catalog. That's it. And then if you want to keep your catalog in external location, which service you will prefer?
Catalog integrations.
Yeah, that's catalog integration going to connect your warehouse. Okay. Now I'm asking if you want
AWS Glue.
AWS Glue. If you want to keep your external catalog, then you have to use AWS Glue. Good. Now, before that, what you have to do, right? Before creating a bucket, now just to log into your Snowflake account, just go to your accounts. Now, if you see here, you can able to see what's the account ID edition, business critical edition. The cloud we have hosted is AWS, and region is nothing but Asia Pacific Sydney. Created is 50 minutes ago. The locator. Okay. Now organization admin is enabled. Now I want to look at the region only. If you are creating any iceberg tables, the Snowflake and AWS should be in the same region. If you want to keep all your metadata informations, what you have to do, right? In the S3 bucket also, you have to create same region. Both should get synced. Then only you can be able to create your iceberg tables. Good. This is the first point you have to note in mind. Now it's Sydney, right? Just go to S3 bucket. Just click on create bucket. Now just give some name. Iceberg tables. I'm putting SRC. Good. Now, if you see here, what location I choose here? What location I choose here, guys?
Sir, Asia Pacific Sydney.
Sydney. Here also I have Sydney. And then here also I have
Sydney, sir.
Sydney. Good. Now everything is fine, guys. Okay. Now when you're creating iceberg tables, you have to keep in mind both should be in the same region. Yeah. Now it's loading, right? Okay. Now everything you can see it's Sydney. AP South is 2. Now just create iceberg. Okay, iceberg tables -src. This is the bucket name I given. Just come down. Okay, just create a bucket. Now the bucket is got created in the which region? Who is Priya? It created on which region?
Sydney, sir.
Sydney. Now just go on the search. I think there are so much of stuff is there. Just search it here. Yeah. Now you can able to see iceberg tables SRC. Everything is good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one folder called tables. Just give the directory name as, don't say folder, it's a directory. Okay. Just a directory. Now, what I'm doing is inside the bucket, iceberg tables SRC, I'm creating one directory called tables. Now, Anand will say, what's the bucket name? What's the bucket name, guys?
Sir, iceberg table SRC.
Iceberg tables SRC. What's the directory name we have?
Table, sir.
Tables. Now everything is good. Now what we have to do is step 1 we did. Step 2, we have to create a IAM policy that will grant the access to your S3 location, because we have to get some policy, right? Which user was to read the data, which user has to delete the data from S3, and then we have to give all kind of actions in that policy. Just what you have to do, right? Just to click on IAM, identify access management. Already you know these things, right? Yeah. We have used so much of times in Snowpipe, right? While building Snowpipe, we used creating some IAM roles that will going to grant the access to your S3 location. Now just click on policies. Just create policy. Yeah, now it asking for specific permissions. The UA is still loading, guys. Now, if you see here, there are 2 mode of stuff is there. One is visual and another JSON. Okay, I have the JSON format for this policy. Just to remove this policy. So now template, remove this template. I already have some template, guys. Okay, this is a standard template I am following for the snow pipe for everything. Okay, in this you can able to see this version is 12, 10, 17, and then these are the actions I'm going to do. Okay, I can able to put some new objects. I can able to read the object. I can able to get the object version. I can able to get the delete object version. Okay, and then in the resources, right, you have to provide your S3 ARN. Okay, I will say it later, guys. What you have to do, remove this stuff. Remove this stuff. Just go to the S3 bucket. That is S3. Here we have the S3 bucket, right? Now just go to properties. Now you can able to see ARN for this specific bucket. Just copy this ARN and replace it here. And then inside the ARNs, what do you have? This is the bucket name, guys. This is the bucket name. In the bucket name, what we have?
Directory.
Directory, that's it. And then I'm giving asterisks because I want to read all the files from this directory. That's why I given asterisks. Good. Now, what I have to do, right? Just to copy this ARN and paste it here. Because I'm giving some actions to list the bucket and get the bucket location. Okay, just paste it here. That's it. See, this is standard template I'm following for every Snowflake objects. For Snowpipe, I followed same thing. Okay, just copy and then go to your policies and then place it here. Good. Now, if we have any errors, right, we'll show here itself. Okay, till now I'm not able to see any errors. This is a template we are following. And the template is nothing but we are specifying some actions, and then we are allowing those actions. Effect is nothing but allow. And then I can list the buckets and get the bucket location also I can able to get. Good. Now just scroll down and then you can see next button is there. Click on that and then give some policy name. Okay, give some meaningful name. ICEBERG. Sorry, it's ICEBERG, not it's ICEBERG. ICEBERG. Just give some date. Okay, it's today is like 11, right? 11/7/2024. It's a policy. Good. Now you can able to see we have the read access, write access, and then list access. Because we in the template, we are allowing all these actions. Okay, good. Now just click on create a policy. Yeah, now the policies got created. You can see in the green color. Now what you have to do, right? After creating this inline policy, you have to add this policy in your current role. For this, what you have to do? Satish, we have to create IAM roles. IAM roles you have to create. Okay. Now come to this roles. This role is nothing but you can create some specific permissions. Okay. Because I'm going to use Snowflake, the Snowflake user should have one limited permissions. Okay. That's why using roles, it can give some specific permissions that vary for short durations. Good. Now create a role. And then Snowflake is a third-party one. Which one I have to choose? Snowflake is third party. Which one I have to choose?
Sir, AWS account.
Account we have to choose because it allows the entities and other accounts belonging to your third party to perform actions on the account. Just choose AWS account. Okay, now this is my account ID. You can able to see, right? If you are using some other account, right, you can choose another AWS account. Okay, good. And then I read some external ID. Now, for external ID, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some 8 zeros. You can put for understanding. Okay, later I'm going to change this one. Just put here some 8 zeros and click on next. What happened? Yeah. Now what happened? Now what happened, right? I want such a policy because I want to attach the policy to my IAM role. What's the policy name? It's an inline policy. Iceberg tables, Iceberg 11.7 2024 policy. Okay, just enable it. Okay, and then click on next. Now give the role name. Okay, I will give Iceberg. What's that? Date 11/7/24 underscore role. Just what you can do, right? Yeah, now we can able to see trusted policy. In the trusted policy, you have to change. Okay, later you have to change, guys. Later you have to change. Okay, good. Now just click on create role. Now the role is got created. Okay, now the role got created. Now if you want to see your role, right, just go here and search for Iceberg. Just click on it. You will get the ARN for this current role. Okay, now it's required, guys. Okay, now the role got created, and then we have the ARN. Everything is good. Now what we can do, next one is step 1 is completed, step 2 is completed, step 3 is completed. Now step 4. Now what we're going to do is to connect your Snowflake with AWS. In Snowpipe we used storage integration. In Snowpipe we used storage integration. But in the Iceberg tables, what we have to do is we have to create a volume. You can see here, right? We have to create a volume. It's one of the account level Snowflake object. Okay, it's going to connect your Snowflake to your external cloud storage. What the external volume going to do? It's going to connect your Snowflake with your external cloud storage for Iceberg tables. That's what it's going to do. This external volume is going to have the external volume going to store the IAM entity for your storage location. In this external volume, going to store all the IAM. What are the permissions given the IAM, right? All permissions will be going to put in this external volume. And then what this external volume can do, it can able to access the table data and then Iceberg metadata and manifest files and then table schemas, partitions, everything it can be able to access from the external storage location. This external volume, it's one of the database objects, account level, sorry, not a database object, it's an account level Snowflake object. It's going to connect the Snowflake with your external cloud storage for Iceberg tables. Now, once you provide IAM to the external volume, what will happen, right? You can able to access the table data, Iceberg metadata, manifest files, table schemas, partitions, everything you can able to access. It's like simply like a connector. External volume simply like nothing but a connector. Used to connect the Snowflake and external volume going to connect Snowflake and guys, I'm asking you. External volume, AWS cloud storage. AWS cloud storage. In the cloud storage only you have the Iceberg tables, right? Iceberg tables, metadata, and then manifest files, table schemas, partitions, and other metadata. Everything it will be sitting in the external storage location. We want to connect to Snowflake. That's why we're using the external volume. Good. Now, for creating the external volume, I have some specific command. Just look at here. Not this one, guys. See, similar to storage integration, same thing. Create or replace, you have to provide external volume. What do you have to provide? External volume you have to provide. Okay, good. And then just you can provide the name. Okay, you can provide some name, my ext extension volume. Okay, now you can define like this. This is a name, and then storage locations. You can provide the storage and you can give some name. Okay, my iceberg ext volume you can give, and then storage provider is S3, and then storage base URL you have to change. Just remove this, guys. What do you have to change? Go to S3, and then come here. Go to objects. Okay, just click on this, and then copy S3 URI, and then paste it here. Paste it here. And then role also we have to change. Role also we have to change. Just do one thing. Where is the role? Just go here and take the ARN and paste it here. Good, guys. Everything is good. Just copy this command. Go to your Snowflake. It's similar, like story, similar to story integration. Just go and create one new SQL worksheet. And then choose a database. Yeah, database is not there. Just create a database. Create database. Create database. If not exist, just create like ICEBERG DB. Just create the database. And then create a schema. Create schema. If not exist, ICEBERG schema. Okay, good. ICEBERG schema. Okay. Just for schema, I should not use this one. Create schema, ICEBERG schema. That's it. Now everything is good, guys. We created the DB, created a schema. Everything is good as of now. Now what we have to do is we have to create a what
volumes.
Volume, external volume. Okay, this is only going to connect a Snowflake with your external storage location. Now just copy and paste as it is. Okay, now you can see like we have used a storage integration, and then we are using trim the space, guys. Okay, if you have any space, right, just trim it. Just trim the spaces. Yeah, now everything is good. Now we are in step 4. Okay, we are creating the external volume to connect a Snowflake with the external storage location. Good. Now create your external volume. Now what happens, right? Just to see, so that's why I'm saying just trim the spaces. Okay. Now create a volume. Now the volume got created, guys. Volume got created. Now we have created the external volume. Okay. Same like storage integration. Okay, like to connect the Snowflake with external storage. Just what you have to do. Now we are in step 5. We want to retrieve your AWS IAM user for the Snowflake account. For the Snowflake account, what we have to do is we have to describe and get the AWS IAM user. Describe external volume. A similar like storage integration. Describe external volume. We have to give the volume name. If you walk in Snowflake, it's very easy for you. Okay, now everything is good. Just we have to run it. Guys, now you can able to see, right? Now we want to get the AWS IAM user for a Snowflake account. Now just in that story locations, click on here. Now you can able to see all property values. If you expand like this, you can able to see your name. What are the name I kept? My iceberg external volume. What is storage provider? What's the base URL? Okay, storage allowed locations. Now I need this storage AWS role ARN. Okay, this one I have provided. You can able to see ARN AWS IAM 76 something, right? Yeah. Now I need which one I need? I need AWS IAM user ARN. This one I'm looking for. Got it? And then I need external ID as well. What's external ID now? External ID. External ID, guys.
TD
something. Okay, TD something 89824. Okay, these two values are required. Now what we have to do? I got the IAM user ARN as well external ID. Okay, I have to go to my roles. Go to your roles. In that you can able to see trusted relationship. Once you click the trusted relationship, you can able to see one kind of templates here. Just edit a trust policy. In the trust policy, we have to change. What do you have to change?
Sorry, external ID.
Okay, now we are in step 6. Okay, we are going to grant the IAM user permission to access my bucket objects. For that, whatever you get IAM user, right? Here is IAM user, you have to supply it here. We have to supply it here. Principle is there, right? Just remove this part. This for root user. Okay. Now come here and then copy this value. This is the IAM user ARN. Just copy it. Carefully copy it, guys. And then place it here. Correct, right? It's coming VVBN 000. Okay, now copy external ID. Encryption database none. Encryption KMS KD is null. Okay, good. Now remove this 8 zeros. This for identification purpose. 8 zeros is given, right? For identification purpose, I have to replace with your external ID. That's it. Step 6 is completed, guys. What we have to do next? Yeah, just update the policy. I'm updating my trust policy. Now everything done. Now everything done. Now what I'm going to do is I want to create a Snowflake iceberg table. I want to create a Snowflake iceberg table. Now directly go here. I'm creating a Snowflake iceberg table. In that simple command, same external table command like that. Create or replace You have to use this keyword. Iceberg table. Just you have to remove your, replace your database name. What's the database name? Anyone? Database name.
Iceberg.
Iceberg underscore DB. Just replace the demo DB with iceberg underscore DB. Right? DB. And then schema is going to be
Iceberg schema.
Iceberg schema. And then the table name is customer table name. Okay. These are the columns we have: customer key, customer name, customer address, nation key, customer phone, actual balance, market segment, comment. Okay. Now, we have two kinds of catalogs. What are two types of catalogs we have?
So Snowflake has an iceberg.
Yeah, Snowflake is one of the catalog. Okay. What's another catalog we have? External catalog we have. I said one name, right?
Catalogue integration.
Hey, that's catalog integration used to enable your warehouse to load the data into the iceberg tables. That's catalog different. Okay. It's going to enable your warehouse. Once you enable the warehouse, right? The warehouse can able to load the data into iceberg tables. Now, if you are keep creating some external catalog, what's the catalog name? I said you guys. Satish also answered for this question. What's the external catalog name we're going to have? It's one of the AWS services.
Glue, sir.
AWS Glue. That's a catalog name. AWS Anand. It's AWS Glue. That's the external catalog. Now we are going to use a Snowflake as a catalog. That's why I given catalog equal to Snowflake. External volume. I want to give my volume name here. My volume name I have created is my ext volume. Just copy this name and provide it here. And then base location is customer. Okay. What base location customer means? What happens, right? In the S3 location, one more folder will get created. What is the folder name? What is the folder name? Customer will get created. Will get created in the S3 location. Okay, that's why I'm giving base location here. Everything is good now, as of now. Now, keep in mind, guys, whenever creating iceberg tables, the Snowflake and AWS should have the same region. You should not go for any cross regions. You should only go for same regions. Then only you can able to create a iceberg table. Now just come scroll down. Now copy and paste, and then create the iceberg tables. Now we're given the lowercase also, no issues. Now create iceberg tables. It will take some time, guys. What happens? Some spacing issue is there. I want to correct all the spacing issues. Give a minute. Yeah, customer comment. Yeah, and then no spacing issues of now. Okay, and base location is going to customer. Everything is good as of now. Okay, now just run it. Now taking some time, guys, to create your. Now iceberg table got created. Now the catalog we're going to use Snowflake as a catalog, right? Snowflake as a catalog. Now what we have to do? Now we have created one empty iceberg tables. Most of the reason we're going for iceberg table is one, if you have data lake, then you can able to create iceberg table. You can improve your query performance. You can within a flick, you can not a flick, I can say. If you have a large amount of data, you can able to read the data very faster. That's why we'll go for the iceberg tables. Now, what we have to do is we have to go to the S3 buckets. Now, if you just refresh it, just see any refresh button is there or not, just refresh it. This is a bucket name, and then under that we have tables. Now, if you see in the DDL, while creating DDL, what's the base location given?
Customer, sir.
Customer. Okay, that's what you can able to see. One customer directory got created. Now what you have to do, right? What are the giving the base location? For that base location, one directory will get created. If you want to get multiple subdirectories, right? You can create, put on slash, and then you can give the subdirectory name as well. Now what happens? Parent directory will create it, and then subdirectories also will get created. Now, once you enter into this customer, you can see, guys, 1 second, guys, I think, yeah. Now you can able to see in the customer directory, what I'm able to see. Though I created dummy iceberg table, still now I am not loading any data. What it contains? This customer contains
Metadata, sir.
metadata. Okay. The metadata will have where's the table location, where's the data location, everything will have. Just click on here. Now we can able to see one JSON object, one version.txt file. Okay. Now I'll say what is the purpose of dot metadata JSON. Okay. I'll give one by one. Now, till now I didn't load any data. As of now, created only a dummy iceberg table, still not load any data, even though it will create one metadata under the directory. Metadata, you can able to see this metadata.json. Now, if you want to see the guys, just download it and see. Just download it, and then you can open this file. You can able to see, okay, you can able to see, I already said metadata contains your column names. You have column name, right? Customer key, customer name, customer address. Sendamal, able to see or not? Whatever
Yes,
you are defined in the table, you can able to see it.
Yes,
That's called metadata information. Whether it table can add snapshot or not, snapshot logs. These all are the metadatas. And then where the location of the iceberg table, and then what's the format, what the table use ID. Okay, for each table we have ID. Okay, all kind of metadata informations will be there. Okay, totally how many columns we have? Totally how many columns we have?
8, sir.
8 columns.
8 columns. Okay, when it got lastly updated. Okay, all it's in terms of milliseconds, it contains all kind of informations will have. Okay, till now we don't have any records. That's why it's giving 0 for us. Okay, it hold how many record counts, all kind of information. That's called metadata. Now, I want to show the version number. Okay, we are maintaining the version as well. Okay, just download it. Just download it and then just open this text file. Okay, it's looks like app the perform action. Please install app. Okay, it's looking like dot text format. For that, we are you should use some apps to open this file. Okay. Now this version contains all version information. Okay, when the new record comes in. Okay, all kind of snapshot versions will be available in the version.txt file. Not txt, it's a text file. It's for a different format. Okay, it's a text txt. Good. Now, now everything. Hope you understood, guys. Okay. Creating one dummy table, and then you can able to see metadata informations. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one simple task. I'm going to take this table name. I'm going to insert few records. Just have a statement insert Sunita Priya. You have to help me on this. Okay. Insert into this my iceberg tables. Okay, the database schema, and then customer is the table name. Now I'm going to insert few records. Okay, what record I'm going to insert is we have the Snowflake sample data, right? It's another database. In that we have one schema called TPCH SF100. In that we have the tables. We have the customer table. Okay, we have around how many records we have? How many records we have, Sujita Priya? In the customer table, how many records we have?
No records, sir.
Sujita Priya is saying customer table having 2 records. How many records we have?
No records in Sundays.
Sujita Priya, try to come in English. How many records we have?
We have no records, sir.
In customer table, how many records I have? I'm showing to you. You can see the pictorial view. Anyone?
Sir, 15 million.
15 million records we have. And then what is size of 15 million records?
1 GB.
1 GB, sir.
1 GB. Sujita is saying to me, she is saying that we don't have any records. It's clearly mentioning here, we have 15 million records in this table. Okay, good. Now, I want to use this customer table. Select start from. What we can do is, what the table name, database name is? Snowflake sample data, right? Snowflake sample data. And then schema is, what schema name? Sujita Priya. Schema name. Sujita Priya, what is schema name?
The iceberg schema, sir.
See, I'm asking schema name. See, this was a database name, Snowflake sample data. What schema name I'm asking to you? For customer table, what schema name? For customer table, what is schema name?
Snowflake sample.
Anyone?
Sir, TPCH SF100.
TPCH?
SF100.
SF100. Table name is?
Customers.
Customer. Sujita Priya, don't get confused. This is the iceberg table. This is the table we have records. Okay, we are inserting the records into this iceberg table. Now, see, I have 15 million records. If I insert 15 million records, right, what will happen? It's going to store the data in my S3 location. Okay, they will charge some cost because we have around 1 GB of data for 15 million records. What I'm going to do is I'm going to filter few records and going to put in S3 bucket because the storage location iceberg tables will be a external location. Where what I'm going to do is we have one column. Okay, I will do one thing. Okay, just put one limit, and then 100 records I'll place. That's it. Okay, guys, everything is good. Just try to insert the records. I'm just inserting 100 records in my iceberg table. That's it. Now number of rows inserted is 100. Guys, see, because this iceberg table supports ACID transactions. ACID means you can able to update, delete, insert, everything is possible in iceberg tables. Okay, good. Now, if you go into the S3 bucket, now come to this tables. Now just refresh. Now this is my base location. Now you can see one more folder got created. What's the folder name?
Data, sir.
Data.
Data folder. Okay, whenever you insert few records, it will create one folder called data folder. Now you can able to see whatever you insert in records, right? That will be stored as a Parquet file. What file it is?
Parquet file.
Parquet file, because a Parquet is a columnar storage. Whenever you try to query the table, right, for file, right, it will scan only the particular columns. Okay, it's a columnar storage. You have to keep in mind, whenever creating some iceberg tables, right, it will store the data in terms of Parquet format. Good. Now, just we go back and see metadata. Now you can able to see few more files got created. What the files got created? You can see few more files got created under the metadata. Guys, see one by one, then you can have some good understanding. What are files got created?
Sir, Avro files.
Avro files, and then metadata files are created. Metadata files are already shared, right? It contains all the
Yes.
column names, what's the record count, and then whether you have the snapshot logs, all kind of information, kind of neural scheme for any table. Okay, all kind of informations will be stored in the metadata as a JSON file. Now, you can able to see some Avro files. Okay, that is called the manifest files. You might be thinking, what is meaning manifest files? Okay. Now, you might be thinking, what is my manifest files? Okay, now in Avro is a compressed file format. If I download, I can't able to show the data. Okay, it's on compressed format. You can, everything is encrypted. This manifest files, it will have the list of files, how many files it contains. Okay, all kind of informations will be stored in this manifest files, because it's, look at the size, 6.6 KB, 6.6 KB. Now, what will happen, right? It will have all the information. Okay, how many list of files it contains, everything it will have. Now we have how many Parquet files we got created? Only one Parquet files got created. What this manifest files will do, right? How many files were in this data folder? All kind of informations will be there. And then this manifest files, right? It contains a list of data files present. List of data files present in the data folder. In the data folder, we have how many files we have? How many files we have? How many files we have?
Sir, 100, sir.
Hey, I'm
One
asking
file,
how many
sir.
files, man?
One
Files,
file,
one
sir,
file, sir.
One file we have. Okay, now if you look into this metadata, this manifest file, we whatever you seeing Avro, right, is all called a manifest. It will be in the Avro format that contains list of data files present in the data folder. How many files is present? All kind of informations will be stored in this Avro format. Good. Now everything is fine. This is what it contains. Okay, now what I'm going to do is a simple thing. Just I'm going to query this table. I want to show this table, whether it's having data or not. Just copy this table and put select star. Select star from ICEBERG DB, ICEBERG schema, customer table. Now can able to see the records, right? Customer key, customer name, customer address, customer nation key, customer phone number, customer account balance, customer market segment, customer comments. Guys, why I use limit, right? If you are not using limit, 15-minute records will load into this ICEBERG table, and then this storage provider will charge for you, because once you exceeded the free time limit, right? What happened? They will charge the additional cost for you. Okay, that's why I keep it limit 100. Only 100 records are inserted in the ICEBERG table. In this table, we can able to do all kind of transactions. Okay, atomicity, like inserts, updates, deletes, everything is possible in this ICEBERG tables. Only you can build this ICEBERG tables if you are using data lakes. In data lakes, we have vast amount of data, like petabytes or terabytes of data you have. Means at the time, if you want to read those data, then you can able to create a ICEBERG tables. It's similar like external tables, but use for storage for purpose. It using the Parquet file format. It's a columnar storage. Whichever columns you are using, right, that column will be scanned. The remaining columns will not be scanned. Okay, it will be skipped. It's called column pruning. Okay, it's called column pruning. Whichever columns you're using filter condition, right? That particular column will get scanned. The remaining columns will be not be scanned. That is called column pruning. Guys, everything is good. Once again, guys, what catalog I have used for this iceberg table? What catalog I have used for this iceberg table?
Sir, Snowflake as iceberg catalog.
Catalog, that's it. Tomorrow going to see? Tomorrow what? External catalog. What is the catalog name?
Amazon Blue, sir.
Here it is glue.
Use, sir.
Glue. Now, just I'm going to close session, guys.